Are you looking for a legacy deck that's not like the rest? Is your meta filled with the same 3 decks and you want to shake things up with an uncommon and exciting build? Then have I got a deck for you. Food Chain. Legacy Food Chain is an interesting hybrid of combo and control. This is part of its appeal, offering flexible play and strategy, but it is also what holds it back, keeping it from not being as fast a combo as Show and Tell, and of course nowhere as good a control deck as Miracles. Still, while Legacy Food Chain is not a top-tier deck, it is a lot of fun to play, and while it may not win a GP, are there Legacy GPs? I forget. I think there's one. It is competitive and strong enough to do well at your local game store's Legacy events. Let's take a look at what this deck seeks to do. Food Chain pairs the card Food Chain with Misthollow Griffin to create an engine of infinite mana of any color. Food Chain allows you to exile any creature you control and get that creature's converted mana cost +1 in any one color. Misthollow Griffin is a 3/4 flyer for 2 blue and 2 that can be cast from exile. By exiling the Griffin with Food Chain, you generate 5 blue mana, but you only need 4 of that to recast Griffin from exile. Once you've cast the Griffin from exile, you have 1 extra mana, and now can exile Griffin again for 5 more mana. There's a lot of options for what you want to do with that infinite mana engine, and this is where Food Chain players get to tweak and customize their decks to reflect them and their needs. The most popular strategy is, of course, to mainboard Emrakul and hardcast her, as once you have the Food Chain and Griffin, you have infinite mana. This Food Chain list actually uses Genesis Hydra, not so much to create a 40/40 creature, give or take, depending on how many cards are left in your library, but essentially to be able to reveal the next 40 cards or so and put any one non-land permanent of them into play. My permanent of choice is a Tidespout Tyrant, which lets you bounce any permanent, including lands, whenever you play a spell. With Tidespout in play, casting and exiling the Misthollow Griffin again and again lets you return all your opponent's permanents, including lands, to their hand, which will be impossible to recover from. As you can see, there's a lot of flexibility in terms of which pieces beyond Food Chain and Misthollow you use for your win con. What else is in this deck? Deathrite Shaman is great for acceleration, sure, but he's also here to exile any Misthollow Griffins that somehow end up in our graveyard. Actually, an ideal turn of plays would be turn 1 Deathrite, turn 2 Food Chain exiling a fetch land, and then casting Misthollow Griffin on turn 3 and comboing off. But you might be feeling this combo is a little perilous. Luckily, there's Manipulate Fate, a 2-cost sorcery that lets us grab 3 cards from our library, exile them, and then draw a card. This instantly dumps 3 Misthollows into exile to be cast when we need them, and even draws us a card. It's crazy value in this deck. The colors we are in are blue, black, and green, which means the rest of our deck is protection and control. Baleful Strix is a 1/1 flying death touch that draws a card when it comes into play, and provides a great deterrent for any creatures your opponent may swing in with. We're in blue, so obviously a full play set of Force of Will for countering threats, or just countering the opponent's counters of our combo pieces. You know the dance, but I will say that pitching a Griffin to a Force is a delightful thing to achieve during a game. Feels good. Brainstorm helps us get the pieces we need, and when combined with uncracked fetch lands in play, allows us to flush away irrelevant cards. Abrupt Decay is vital, especially since one of the biggest threats you are going to see is Pithing Needle, usually sideboarded in against you. And yeah, they're gonna name Food Chain. When that happens, I just like to hold up on the Abrupt Decay until I am ready to combo off and then decay the needle away. Finally, a pair of Emrakul to hard cast with our infinite mana in case we don't have a Genesis Hydra or Tidespout in hand. Remember, for these win cons, the ratio can all be adjusted to your liking, although I always like running a few Emrakuls just in case we are against sneak and show decks. In that case, show me yours and I'll show you mine. And also in the main board is a 1 of Noble Hierarch for a little added acceleration. Now, before you assume Food Chain is just a shaky combo deck, let me explain how it is very versatile. The deck can turn its itself into an aggro beatdown at the drop of a hat. With food chain in play, those Misthollow Griffins become next to impossible to deal with. Obviously, Swords to Plowshares is only delaying the inevitable, but you can respond to any attempts to destroy the Griffins just by sending them to exile and recasting them. Games can easily turn into your relentless playset of Griffins flying through to victory. There's also a lot of great tricks that this opens up. Opponents smashing through with some monster of a creature, block with the Griffin, then exile before damage is declared. Recast and hold out until you get your combo in place. The sideboard runs 2 Leyline of the Void against graveyard decks, Umezawa's Jite for emphasizing an aggro strategy, or just staying alive long enough to put your combo into place, 1 Golgari Charm and 2 Disfigure, as well as Teferi and Jace, for when you need flash against a highly interactive opponent, or just need to Fate Seal them away. The mana base is the worst part of this deck, worst in terms of cost, because it's running a playset of Verdant Catacombs, Misty Rainforest, 2 Polluted Deltas, as well as 3 ofs of Underground Seas, Tropical Islands, and a single Bayou. There's nothing wrong with going for a fun build in Legacy. Pitch your Griffin to force to counter your opponent's attempt at going off, and then ta-da, out comes Emrakul. No, Food Chain is not tier 1, and as far as combo and control decks are concerned, it sits somewhere in the middle. Being able to adjust your plan to your opponent's plays is one of Food Chain's biggest strengths, and being able to become the beatdown at the flick of a switch is why this deck is worth checking out. I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. Which Legacy deck would you like to see a tech on next? Let me know in the comments below, and remember, you can't play Magic at Target or Walmart, so when you spend your money, try and spend it where you spend time playing Magic, and that's at your local game store whenever possible. You're supporting your Magic community.